Hey, $1 trillion man, back with you. Look, I want to go over with you my 10 bagger blueprint. This is the formula for making 10x to 100x gains with penny stocks. Let me go through the 10 numbers real quick, and I'll go through the rest in just a little bit. Okay, so number one is the first thing I look for is I need to have a chart. Technicals have to be very positive. We need to have two things. One is the stock needs to be above the 50 and the 200-day moving average. We need to have a double bottom or a head and shoulders bottom. So we need to have a positive chart, which is a base, which means that we're coming in at the bottom. Okay, I prefer not to get into a stock which is has already made a massive move up. I like to get in at the bottom. And that also has to do with valuation coming in at a cheap price. So we got to see a break at above the moving average, 50 and 200-day moving average, and also a positive chart. Now, the story, it's got to make sense. It's got to be something. I want to see a story. It's got to be something which can go viral. So ideally, it's got to be a big, massive market opportunity, something which, potentially is going to be a multi-billion-dollar. They're addressing a multi-billion-dollar market opportunity. Something which is like a $10 billion market or more. Now, I want to see that they actually have some traction. They have some traction. How do I know if they have traction? If they have news flow. The news flow tells me if they have traction. I look at the last four to 6 months of news flow. Just punch up the stock symbol, see what kind of news flow they have. The right company is going to have, you're going to see a cadence of positive news every 2-3 weeks, which indicates that the company's actually on the way up. Right? Look, the news flow, my friends, is the pulse of the business. It's the pulse of the business. It tells you the health of the company. It tells you the company is on an upward trajectory, right? We need to be on an upward trajectory, and that is what the news flow tells us. Now, what else do I have here? I got to keep these notes because it's a lot to remember. Catalyst, this is the big one. This is the big one I talk about. We got to have multiple catalysts in place which can ignite that stock price. So there's got to be multiple milestones, which if the company hits those milestones, they achieve those milestones, the stock can increase, double, triple, 5x. I want to have multiple shots on goal. So I don't want to have just one catalyst. I got to have at least 3, 4, 5 catalysts because, look, not everyone works out. I'm expecting that only 1 or 2 of them will actually work out. Now, 5, this is the big one. Inflection point. Again, we want the baby, not the labor pains, right? I don't want to wait 3 years for a stock to break out. Most of these growth stocks, they go through a long gestation period. They actually do. It takes them years, a number of years before they actually hit that inflection point where all the growth happens. The big money is made at the inflection point. You don't want to be holding a stock 5 years. Time is money. You want to get in right as it breaks out, and that's our goal with the inflection point. Number 6, CEO quality. This is a big one. Look, if you want a 10-bagger stock, you got to have a 10-bagger CEO. You got to have a 100-bagger CEO. You got to have a CEO that gets it when it comes to maximizing shareholder value, and that's something I talk about a lot in my other videos. You definitely need to understand that. Number 7, this is a big one. Valuation. Valuation is key. Most of your profit is actually made at the time you buy the stock. So we got to get into these stocks at a discount to the market. We got to come in. We're buying them at a discount to the peer group. Look, if the peer group is trading at 5 times revenues, multiple of 5x or 10x, we want to be buying our stock at half of that or 75% less. So 1x, 2x revenues. And the goal is, if I do my job, which is promote the stock, get in front of eyeballs, create demand, create more, more eyes, more demand for the stock, that valuation gap will close. So you have an arbitrage. You get an arbitrage opportunity. It's a built-in profit. It's what I call a built-in profit. If you get in to these things at the right price, your profit is almost guaranteed. Again, I'm not saying you're going to make money. the reality is the profit is guaranteed. If you buy something really cheap, it's like a cigar butt. Look, as you can see, I am about to have the last of this. It's already out. The cigar is out. I smoke these things right to the last tip. So look, it's like a cigar butt. Imagine if you found that cigar butt. Now this happens to be it's like a $15 cigar. Now imagine you found that cigar on the ashtray, and this probably about $2. There's about $1.50 worth of smoking left in it. So if you pick that up, right, for free, you're getting $1.50 in value, right? Now, I mean, obviously you have to worry about germs and all that. Well, same thing with stocks, right? You got to worry if you're picking up something for free. Is it a dog? Is it going to drop more? But you get the idea. Warren Buffett, that's how he made his big money in the beginning. Cigar butt investing, buying stocks that were trading at a massive discount, giving up for free, basically. Number 8, theme sector heat. We gotta be in a sector that is either very hot right now, very hot, or is about to heat up, which is even better, because that means we're getting in cheaper. So I want to get into something. I want to, like Wayne Gretzky, I want to go where the puck is heading. I want to go where the puck is heading. I want to be buying into a stock where the rest of them, where the average investor is going to be coming into it in 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, but not more than 6 months. I don't want to wait a year. I want to wait 3, 4, 5 months. And when that sector heats up, valuations go crazy. They go parabolic. That's when we get out. We take the money and run. We move on to the next deal. You got to keep parlaying that money. You got to keep turning it over to make the big money. And now, number 9, market conditions. What are the market conditions? Ideally, it helps that we're getting into the stock and the overall market, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P, is neutral or at least somewhat bullish. It helps. If we're in a bear market like we've been in for the last 18 months, I'm taping this October of 2022, it's tough. It really is tough. You really have to be exceptional. You got to be exceptional for these stocks to go up. You got to really have something incredible, something super cheap. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult. So it does help to have a good market. Finally, the big one. Here's the big one. You got to have the promotional edge. So the promotional edge means, you got to have somebody. You got to know that there's going to be somebody who's going to be getting eyes on that stock, because right now what we're looking at, those 9 points I talked about, generally these are undervalued, right? If we're coming into it at a discount to market, that means the stock is undervalued. Nobody knows about it. That's why it's cheap. Again, the reason these stocks are cheap when we get involved is nobody knows about them, nobody understands them, nobody trusts them. But as soon as we get massive numbers of eyeballs, we get millions of investors looking at these stocks, it creates a lot of demand, and we're going to supply that demand when we sell, right? When we sell out at 10x, we're going to be supplying that demand. But the bottom line is the promotion, which is what I do, which is why they call me the $1 trillion man. I've created $1 trillion in shareholder wealth in the last 25 years, creating countless 10 baggers, 20 baggers, 100 baggers. The promotional edge is necessary. To make the stock go up, and that's what I do. So look, my friends, I invite you to join Wall Street Reporter, and discover the next 10 bagger. The next 10 bagger is around the corner. I think 2023 is going to be a massive year for creating generational wealth. I'm talking about generational wealth. I'm not talking about making $20. I'm talking about millions of dollars. It's going to be an opportunity to turn, $50,000 accounts into multi-million-dollar accounts. If you got $1 million account, you might turn that into 50 million plus. No joke, 50 million plus in the next 18 months. Okay, see you on the next live stream. Jack Marks, $1 trillion man from Wall Street Reporter. Here's to your success. Cheers.